Hmm, I have noticed this shape is a circle. I wonder what is circumference and area.
Oh, I know this. For starters, let's find its circumference. A plate have two circles in it. First, the outer circle and an inner circle. So let's start finding the outer circle first. By using the formula 2 pi r, we can easily find its circumference. The outer circle has a radius of about 12.5 centimeter. So, by simply substituting it into the formula, we can easily find its circumference, which is 25 pi or 78.5398 centimeters. And to find its area, we can use the formula pi r squared to find our answer. Substituting the radius into said formula, we are able to find its area. Keying it into our calculator will give us 625 over 4 pi or 490.8739 centimeters. Now for the inner circle. Starting off with the circumference, by using the same formula we used for outer circle, 2 pi r, we can find the answer easily. The radius of the inner circle is 10 centimeters. So, substituting that into the formula will give us 2 pi times 10. And keying it into our calculator, we will find our answer, which is 20 pi or 62.8319 centimeters. Now, for its area. Using the same formula as before, pi r squared, and substituting the radius into the formula will give us pi times 10 squared, where we put the equation into our calculator, giving us the answer 100 pi or 314.1593 centimeters. Let's start by finding the outer circle area of sector and its arc length first. Starting off with the area of sector, we can easily find it by using the formula data over 360 times pi r squared. Let's say for now we want to find 60 degree worth of area of sector. Given that the radius of the outer circle is 12.5 centimeter, we can simply substitute it into the formula, giving us 60 over 360 times pi times 12.5 square. Copying this information into our calculator will give us our answer, which is 81.8123 centimeters square. Now let's find for its arc length. This also have its own formula, which is data over 360 times 2 pi r. After that, substitute the information we have into the formula. Let's say, for now, 60 degree worth of arc length. So, it should be 60 over 360 times 2 pi times 12.5. Keying it into our calculator will give us the answer for its arc length, which is 13.09 centimeters. Now, for the inner circle. Starting off with the circumference, by using the same formula we used for outer circle, 2 pi r, we can find the answer easily. The radius of the inner circle is 10 centimeters. So, substituting that into the formula will give us 2 pi times 10. And keying it into our calculator, we will find our answer, which is 20 pi or 62.8319 centimeters. Now, for its area. Using the same formula as before, pi r squared, and substituting the radius into the formula will give us pi times 10 squared, where we put the equation into our calculator, giving us the answer 100 pi or 314.1593 centimeters. Now let's start to find the area of sector and its arc length for the inner circle. Let's start by finding area of sector first. By using the same formula as before, data over 360 times pi r square, we should be able to find its area of sector. Given that the inner circle radius is 10 cm, we can substitute it into the formula. Let's use 60 degree worth of area of sector, giving us 60 over 360 data times pi times 10 squared. Keying it into our calculator will give us 52.3599 centimeters squared as our answer. Now let's do the inner circle arc length. Like before, we will use the same formula we used for the outer circle, which is data over 360 times 2 pi r. Like before, we will use 60 degrees worth of arc length to find our answer. So let's substitute the given information into our formula, giving us 60 over 360 data times 2 pi times 10. Copying this into our calculator will give us our answer, which is 10.472 centimeters.
Oh, how cool. Oh wait, now I'm wondering, how much volume of food can it hold?
That should be easy to find. Given that the height of the plate is 3 cm and the radius of the inner circle is 10 cm, you can substitute this information into the formula pi r square h, giving us the volume of the plate, pi times 10 squared times 3. Putting this equation into our calculator will give us 300 pi or 942.2778 centimeter cube as our answer.
Oh wow. So, what about this cup? How much volume of water can it hold, and what about its surface area? And the shape of the cup is a cylinder, right?
Actually, though it may look like a cylinder, to find its volume and surface area, we will not be using the cylinder's formula, but the cone formula instead. This is because the cup have two different size base. So let's start by finding its volume. By using the formula 1/3 pi open bracket r1 squared plus r1 times r2 plus r2 squared close bracket h, we can easily find our answer. The height of the cup is 15 cm while the base at the top and the bottom of the cup has a radius of 4.75 cm and 3 cm respectively. Substituting the given information into the formula will give us 1/3 pi open bracket 4.75 squared plus 4.75 times 3 plus 3 squared close bracket 15. Let's simplify it into 1/3 pi times 45.8125 times 15. Keying in this equation into our calculator will give us 716.6211 cm cube. Thus, the answer for how much volume of water the cup can hold. Now for its surface area, using the formula open bracket pi times r1 plus pi times r2 close bracket times open bracket square root of open bracket r1 minus r2 close bracket squared plus h squared close bracket plus pi open bracket r1 squared plus r2 squared close bracket, and substituting the given information, we can easily find it. After substituting, it will give us open bracket pi times 4.75 plus pi times 3 close bracket times open bracket square root of open bracket 4.75 minus 3 close bracket squared plus 15 squared close bracket plus pi open bracket 4.75 squared plus 3 squared close bracket. Simplified into 24.3473 times 15.1017 plus 99.1565. Then keying it into the calculator will give our answer, which is 466.8437 centimeter square.
Oh, I see. And what about this straw? I am certain that is cylinder, yes?
You are correct. It is a cylinder. Let's start by trying to find its volume. To find its volume, we will use the formula pi r square h with the information that we have, where the radius of the straw is 0.25 cm and its height is 19.6 cm. We can substitute it into the formula, giving us pi multiplied by 0.25 square multiplied by 19.6. Putting our equation into our calculator, we can find this answer, which is 49 over 40 pi or 3.8485 cm cube. Now, let's find its surface area by using its formula, which is 2 pi rh. The reason why we are not using the formula 2 pi rh plus 2 pi r square is because the straw doesn't have a basis. We can substitute the already known information into the equation, giving us 2 pi multiplied by 0.25 multiplied by 19.6, And like before, we will key in this equation into our calculator and find our answer, which is 49 over 5 pi or 13.7876 cm square as our final answer.
Oh, I see. Thank you for telling me.